Good morning, everybody. Today I'm going to explain about the topic NMOS fabrication, which is from VLS Edison. Prior to explaining this, I'm L. Dharmateja, working as Assistant Professor in the Department of ECE, VNR, VJIT. So as we all know about MOSFET, we have two kinds of MOSFETs. One is N-channel MOSFET and P-channel MOSFET. So we have to learn how to construct or fabricate your N-channel MOSFET. So initially what we are going to do is we are going to take a wafer. Okay. Once we take a wafer, we are going to add P-type impurities to it. So when P-type impurities are added to the wafer, what we have taken, a P-type substrate is formed. So after P-type substrate is formed in the first step, the next thing what we are going to do is we are going to deposit a thick oxide layer onto the P-type substrate. So whenever a thick oxide layer is deposited on the P-type substrate, it protects your substrate from the atmospheric contaminants. So once thick oxide layer is done, it means that your P-type substrate is protected from the atmospheric contaminants. Now, after the thick oxide layer is deposited, in the third step, what we are going to do is, we are going to pattern a photoresist layer onto the thick oxide layer, which is going to give us the evenness of the P-type substrate. Fine. And in the fourth step, we are going to place a mask and we are going to expose that mask with UV rays. So, the mask is prepared in such a way that some part of the mask is polymerized or hardened. Okay, so wherever, now to a layman to understand, wherever you polymerize or harden your mask and expose it to UV rays, we can etch off the layers which are beneath it. That is your thick oxide layer which is deposited and your photoresist layer which is patterned over the thick oxide layer can be etched off completely. Okay, so if you see here in the fifth step, wherever you have polymerized the mask and exposed it to UV rays, you can see that the thick oxide layer and the photoresist layer is etched off and a window is formed in the oxide layer. So in the sixth step, wherever a window is polymerized, wherever a window is formed in the oxide layer, okay, there you have to diffuse your N-type impurities onto the P-type substrate, because you know that for a MOSFET you have four terminals: substrate, gate, source and drain. The substrate is already formed. Now we have to form the source, drain, gate, and we have to make interconnections between them so that the operation of the NMOSFET will work as NMOSFET. Okay, so now again we'll be patterning the again we'll be depositing a thin oxide layer like this onto the thick oxide layer, and onto that we'll be patterning a polysilicon. Again in the seventh step, we have to etch off these regions. So in order to etch off these regions, we are going to place a mask here, hardened mask, and expose it to UV rays. So that all will not be shown. Those are the steps which are involved in the sixth step itself. So here we are going to place a hardened mask and expose it to UV rays. So now here in the seventh step, you can see that the thin oxide layer is etched off here along with the thick oxide layer, and the windows are formed here. So whenever the windows are formed, we are going to diffuse the N plus regions over here. So whenever the N plus regions are formed here, these regions are said to be source and drain. So this is the substrate, this is the source, and this is the drain. And again, we are going to pattern the thick oxide layer onto this thick oxide layer which is already here, and make contact holes in between them so that the source, substrate and gate will be having the internal connections in between them. So here, when we have patterned the polysilicon onto the thin oxide layer, this is the gate terminal. And when we have diffused N plus regions onto the P-type substrate, these are the sources and drains of your MOSFET. Fine. I'm sorry, this is the source and drain of the MOSFET, and this is the gate terminal. Finally, to make connections between the substrate, source, gate and terminal, we make contact holes. And in the final step, we are going to do the metallization process, which acts as the shield for the entire NMOSFET. So we have 9 steps over here. So in brief to tell, in the first step, we are going to take a wafer, add p-type impurities to it, where a P substrate is formed. Onto that, we are going to deposit a thick oxide layer, which protects your substrate from the atmospheric contaminants. And onto that, you will be patterning a polysilicon layer, which gives us the even distribution for the thickness of the substrate. And in the fourth step, we are going to expose your entire substrate to a mask, and the mask will be exposed to UV rays. At some part of the mask where you want the portion of the thick oxide layer and the photoresist layer to be etched off, you will be hardening the mask and you will be exposing it to UV rays, and there a window in oxide layer will be formed. So a substrate is formed now. Now the gate terminal, source and the drain terminals are to be formed for the NMOSFET. So you will be depositing a thin oxide layer onto the thick oxide layer where the window is formed, and you will be patterning a polysilicon on it. So when you pattern a polysilicon on the thin oxide layer, that is the gate terminal which is formed for your NMOSFET. And finally, again, you will be keeping a mask, harden it and expose it to UV rays wherever you want to etch off your thin oxide layer along with the thick oxide layer. And there you will be diffusing your N+ regions, which forms the source and drain terminals. And finally, to make the connections, you'll be making contact holes in the 8th step, which gives the connections between the source, drain, gate and the substrate. And finally, metallization process is done. So once the metallization process is done, we'll be using aluminum as the metallization process. It acts as a shield, that is as a protection to the entire NMOSFET. So this is about the fabrication of NMOSFET. Thank you so much.